too loud. That is... Okay, this was really awkward. Got it. It should be fixed. We're good? Vibes are up or down? Which direction, chat? Welcome. Welcome, trainers. This is a fun stream, man. I'm actually kind of excited for this. I'm excited for these vibes. Is my laundry? I think my laundry's laundering. Whoa, the camera's going all whack. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. We are live. We are lucky friends. I got all 3 chats running here. Can you hear? No, you can't hear that fan. Okay, that's perfect. That is a humidifier in the back. You cannot hear that fan, which is exactly what I want you not to be able to hear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Isaac, Alex, AJ. Sounds okay. What does that mean, Jennifer? Is it not good enough? Or is that like, it's good? Will you live stream Kyogre Spotlight Raid Hour? No, I will not be streaming that. Is that, no, I have soccer that night. Anyway. This needs to be moved. Sorry, I gotta switch some shit up. Okay, chat. Today is a fun day. Today we are going to be doing something which sound is impeccable. Which I've wanted to do for honestly a while. And I'm yapping already. Sorry I'm late, by the way. I literally ran 24 kilometers today. I ran 24 kilometers, which was absolutely deadly. My training readiness is now at poor. Why am I flexing on the watch? Wait, you can't see it. Okay, no, I'm not gonna flex. I read 24, if you believe me or not. Today we're gonna be transferring our storage. Why haven't you hydrated? Because I don't like hydration. No. Today we're gonna be clearing our storage. We're gonna be going through, I'm gonna be breaking down how I clear my storage. You guys can follow along, clear your storage as well. Now, I'm gonna say this right now. Trigger warning. We're doing in-depth. In-depth means we're gonna be transferring some stuff that some of you guys might not transfer if it was in your account. Okay? So, trigger warning. If I transfer stuff you wouldn't transfer, remember it's my account. Please don't get mad at me. I'm gonna transfer some stuff that you guys might be like, I probably wouldn't transfer that. Anyway, doesn't really matter. We're gonna get into it. And so yeah, get your phones out if you want to follow along. It's up to you. I have 5,000 storage, so it's a lot. And if you have any tips, by the way, on when you transfer stuff, let me know. By the way, this is West Star. This is actually a 2-liter bottle. It's kind of crazy. Get your phones out if you want to follow along. Anyway, how I started off is first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come here into recents. I'm going to search 0 to 1 attack, 3 to 4 HP, and 3 to 4 defense. Okay. Then I'm going to come here to my apps. I'm going to open Pokegenie. I'm going to open the Pokegenie overlay. Okay. So now right here, what this has is, this is a search thread for all PvP potential Pokemon. Now my search naming thread for PvP Pokemon is I have 3 of them. Okay. I have .u, which is Ultra League. So I put the dot. I think the dot is just nice to, you can put dot and that will show you all your PvP Pokemon. So if I put dot in it, it will show me all potential PvP Pokemon, Great League, Ultra League, Master League. Then I put the U, obviously for the Ultra League. And then the final one, the space here, I do a space and then I do a percentage. And this is the total percentage of PvP IV. So if we go to this Pokemon here, for example, when we look at this, Annihilate, as you can see, it's a 99.2% possible PvP IV out of 100%. So this would be a 99%. You can also put 0.2 if you want to get even more specific, but I don't. Obviously, it's a rank 31. Some people also prefer to do like .u31 and stuff like that, because then you're like, okay, well, that's a rank 31. That could work as well. But yeah, that's kind of like how I do it. So what I'll do here is I'm going to go 0 to 1 attack. This is the first thing I ever do. 3 to 4 HP. And 3 to 4 defense. This is going to... Now, you don't have to do this if you don't care about PvP Pokemon. But, you know, you can. Anyway, now I'm going to go through all these Pokemon. I'm going to start marking them. So anything that's really good, like, for example, this Primarina is a 99.6. I'm going to go ahead and mark it. So this would be .u99. You can't really put the 0.6. Anyway, I should have done this before Com Day. Anyway, I did evolve a Primarina. This one ended up being a 99.7, so that's why this one's not marked. But just for the sake of it, we're going to mark everything that's generally in a 99 or 98 range. You can be loose. This one's a 99.5, so no point in marking it because we just had a better one. This is a 98.8. We have a better Great League one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this one right here is a 99.8 Great League. So we're going to go through there. Obviously, I just had a Com Day, so all these are going to be PvP IV marked. Or all of these are going to be the same Pokemon. We could also, like, if we want to get spicy, we could save a Brion. So if you want, for me, when I want to save a Pokemon, for example, this would be a Brion, like, for the Great League. If I want to be like, okay, I'm going to run a Brion in the Great League. This is a rank 33. What I'll do is I'm going to go .G99, and then I'm going to put a T.2, because that's going to show you tier 2. Or technically it would be tier 1, but T.2 is how I would mark it. Now, if you're on, that's a good point. If you are on iPhone, you actually can't get the Pokegenie overlay. And what you have to do, I don't have an iPhone to show you guys, but you actually have to go like this, screenshot a Pokemon, and then you have to come into Pokegenie. I don't know if I can actually do it on, I'm enjoying Pokegenie. No, thanks right now. There should be a thing where you can come in here and you can put in your, screenshots. Now, another option is instead of that, you can also, while you're doing this, if you're on iPhone, because iPhone just doesn't have as much stuff, you can bust open this website, which is pvpivs.com, and I can come to Primarina. This is obviously going to take more time, but Primarina, and then I can input the IVs. So let's say, for example, this Popplio is a attack stat of 2. That's a 2, 15, 9. So then, bang, it shows me this Primarina for the Great League is a 98%. If I want to check it in the Ultra League, it's a 97. So what I would do here is I would mark this Primarina for the Great League, which is, oh, wait, maybe this is, did I put this in wrong? I think I might have put this in wrong. Primarina 215. Maybe PvP. This is not really lining up correctly. I don't know which one's right, okay, chat, but I use Pokegenie. Anyway. Moving on. So yeah, you can do that. So we're going to go do that right now. We're going to check through all our IVs. iPhone has a Pokegenie keyboard. Okay. This is already too much work for you. Hey, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. By all means. Anyway, we're going to continue here. This is a Pawmot. So we're going to do .U99 for this Pawmot. This Burmy is a Mothin. I don't really need a Mothin. I have a better one, I think. You also have to remember in your storage if you have better ones. Seeking 99.1, I think I have a better Seeking, so I'm not going to mark that. You can always mark them, and then later, like I could mark this because later we're going to go through and we're going to delete any duplicates. So I recommend marking anything in the 99, 98 range, and then later, like if you marked 2 good ones for the Great League, you can just transfer the one that's worse. Muck with the exact same ranking for Great League or Ultra League, so I guess I have the choice here. So I guess I'll go with Ultra League. I don't know. iPhone has a keyboard extension. You can screenshot the Pokemon, click on the keyboard IVs. Okay, there you go. Dustin says if you're on iPhone, you have Pokegenie, just use the keyboard extension. Anyway, Patrat, not great. We're going to just keep scanning through these. Now, if you use my naming convention, at one point, you're going to get to the Pokemon that you've already marked, right? Metagross, a Ultra League Metagross? Is that no, that was a 99, eh? Did I mark that wrong? Did. Does 99 mean it's ranked within the top 50? Exactly. These are from Beldum Com Day Classic, 99.5. 222. Matang for the Great League. We could mark a Matang for the Great League. I think I might already have one, but... Oh, look, so we got our first rank 1, by the way. When it goes 100, it means it's a rank 1. So what I'll mark a rank 1 as is I'm going to go .G 100. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's going to mark this as a perfect, the best possible PvPIVs for a... So this is a rank 1 Ultra Great League Persian. So yeah, now you see I've run into old Pokemon I've already marked. So at this point... Why is this called Flare? Oh, it's because Flareon. Yeah, so now I've gone through every single possible PvP Pokemon, okay? So now the next thing we're going to do, is we're going to go 0 attack and 0 HP and 0 defense. This is optional. You don't have to do this. So once you marked your PvP Pokemon, you can do this. And this will give you all your nundos. Okay, this is going to show you all your nundos. Now, you're going to check and you're going to see if there's any new nundos. I don't have any new nundos. Now, I mark a nundos with those little empty circle. But like that's how I mark my nundos. But yeah, pretty much this is going to show me all my nundos. I have 24 nundos. I have some pretty cool ones actually. I have like a ditto. And this is actually a cool one, the Shadow Nundo Turtwig. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark my nundos next. Next, I'm going to go, obviously, 4 stars. I think as you're playing Pokemon Go, you want to mark your 4 stars. But you can search 4 stars. It's going to show you all your hundos. I'll usually go ahead and... do I use tags? I use tags for other things. But my problem with tags is they don't auto-populate. And I prefer search threads because they'll auto-populate new Pokemon that arrive. I'll show you what I use tags for later. But anyway, hundos, I recommend you mark. I mark them with the full circle because the nundo is the empty circle because there's nothing. I mark the full circle above. You can also call them 4 stars, hundos. You can call your hundos whatever you want. I like to have the name of the Pokemon still in the search bar. So that's why I do it how I do it. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search 3-star and 4 attack. What this is going to show me is going to be show me my raid attacking Pokemon. Now, you can be more flexible here, and you can just search up 3-star and go through all your 3-star Pokemon. But for me, especially being like, you know, I like to say more of a top player or someone who has the patience and the time and the resources to really only power up the best, I don't mind doing it this way. So what I'm going to do now, sorry, just making sure this is rolling. Yes, okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark all my potential raid attacking or like 98/96s is what I'll keep here. So I'm going to go through these. I'm going to check and I'm going to see if there's any 98s or 96s. For example, a Xerneas right here. This is a 98 Xerneas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do .m for Master League. And I'm always going to do this for high IV Pokemon because I always look at them as Master League Pokemon because that's where you would run them. But granted, like a Diglett that's a 98, it's a little awkward marking it .m because like, are you running Dugtrio in the Master League? Probably not. But this is just how I do it, just for simplicity. I have Great League, Ultra League, and the Master League is just my raid attackers / just high IV Pokemon. Now, what you can do is you can do like actual percentage. And this is why I like doing the PvP IVs in a percentage method is because it also translates well into doing overall IVs. For example, this is a 98% for the Master League Xerneas. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you can kind of see that that translation. So now I can just simply search this and do .m98. It's the same search. It's the same search naming as before, you know, if that makes sense. Do you keep it? What if you got a 96, 14, 14, 50? Do you keep it? It depends on what Pokemon, Pedro. It's kind of like, and depends on like how your account is and would you power it up. At the end of the day, and the question we're going to go into when we go back through it. Now, this is just, let me just say the steps. Generally, I'll go through all my Pokemon, mark the ones that I'll potentially keep, and then I'm going to do a deep dive, and I'm actually going to transfer Pokemon where I'm like, I was going to keep that, but maybe it's not the most useful, you know, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's continue. So that's a .98. I actually caught 2 98 Xerneases on Raid Hour, which was absolutely insane. This is a pretty good Shadow Voltorb, but we're going to do Shadows separately, so I'm going to leave that. We got Fletchinder. We got all this. This is a Lucky Realo for a video, so I'm going to keep that. That's a shiny Stunfisk. So I'm going to go through this, see if there's anything that speaks to me. Again, all of these, this is a 96 Beldum. I guess we will mark this because this is pretty good, but I doubt I'll end up keeping this. But again, I think it's worth marking it just in case, you know. Another 96 Beldum we can go ahead and mark. But again, I prefer, by the way, this is why I always put 15 attack is because I prefer having the 15 attack. You could use 14 attack and get away with it, but personally, I prefer 15. We got this Lucario, which is pretty good, but that won't be transferred. We got this Mousehold, which is a 96. I'll keep this 96 Mousehold. Just trying to make sure I'm not... Okay, cool. By the way, I don't really star any of my Pokemon just so they're quickly available to transfer. Because I've never had a problem with accidentally transferring things. For example, this Buzzwole's already marked 96. This Pheromosa is a shiny. Whoa, this is a 96 shiny Voltorb. I won't even mark this. Because again, like the odds of me coming in here and clicking transfer and then clicking yes, like, and I'm never going to bulk transfer it because you can't. Anyway, so yeah, now at this point I've gotten to, like I've already gone through everything because I'm starting to get shinies and other things. So I've done my, I've done up to my recents. By the way, this is all sorted by recents because all my old Pokemon have already been marked, if that makes sense. What am I doing, brother? You just finished the Yap session. We are transferring our storage right now. Okay. Next, what I'll do is now I'm going to do something I call my bulk transfer, which is going to transfer a bulk of Pokemon that have just been kind of just pass through the scanner of I'm not going to use this Pokemon. So I've set up a search thread myself. It's called Clear Storage. I'll go through it right now. We pretty much have, so if you put an exclamation mark in front of any search thread, it will remove it. So what we can do now is we can put exclamation mark dot, and that will remove any of those Master League, Great League, or Ultra League Pokemon we just got, if that makes sense. And then we're going to add the and. So we're going to have and not 4-star, and not shiny, and not mythical, and not Ultra Beast, and not costume Pokemon, and not shadow Pokemon, and not purified Pokemon, and not traded Pokemon. We want to put traded, right? Because that's a search thread. Is it trade or traded? Traded. And not traded. So this search thread is wrong. I got to fix this. And then I have at the end, and not that empty circle to remove the nundos as well. So now I'm going to sort it by number, but what this is going to do is going to show me all these Pokemon that I could potentially go ahead and transfer. We don't need this PvP, this scanner anymore, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click select all. Now I'm not going to transfer. I can paste that search right in the chat. That's a good idea. Let me post that right now. So not dot and not 4-star. And not legendary, and not shiny, and not Ultra Beast. Is it Ultra Beast or Ultra Beast? I'm not sure. Oh, and not mythical, and not costume, and not shadow, and not purified, and not. You guys have to add your own nundo thing because I don't really know how to add the nundo thing. Anyway, posted. Beauty. So that's the search thread. I'm not sure if the Ultra Beasts search is correct. Is it? No, add an S to the Ultra Beast. Add an S to the Ultra Beast. Oops. I accidentally, oh, I don't think I did add traded as well. Oh, I didn't add traded. Add and not traded. I'm sorry. I didn't fully do it very well. Okay, so now that you have this, what you can do is you can select all, but I don't recommend you just transfer. Now, what we're going to do is as we go through these Pokemon, we want to be unselecting Pokemon that we want to go ahead and mark for trade. And the reason we're going to trade Pokemon is because number one, the new season's coming, which you can go ahead and trade away a Pokemon and get a guaranteed XL candy. So that's why I highly recommend you save this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to come through this. You could, I don't know if any of these Rattatas are small Rattatas, so they could be pretty useful to trade away for people, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to come through here. Any Pokemon we want XL candies for and we want to trade away, we're going to go ahead and unselect them. So scrolling through here, none of these I really need XL candies for. Also, certain Pokemon, by the way, will also sneak through. For example, this Farfetch, which was caught in Japan. I don't want to transfer that. If there's any Pokemon you don't want to transfer because they're special to you, this is when you remove them. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and scroll through here. Ghastlies, we don't really need to trade these. Lickitung, you don't need the XL candies anymore. Chansey, I guess, would be nice to trade. Get some XLs for that. Tauros is always nice because it's a regional, so you can get up some XLs for that. Dratini, I have so many XLs for Dratini. I don't think I need to trade that anymore. This unknown exclamation point, it's an extra large unknown exclamation point, was cool. Smeargle is always cool to get XL candies for, so I'm going to remove that from the search. I'm going to remove this Sableye I caught in the helicopter because that was pretty cool. Keep scrolling. All these Beldums caught on Calm Day. These are going to be very useful to trade for XL candy. So we're going to go ahead and unselect all of these. Just clear 200 storage. Actually, nice. So we're going to just slowly unselect all these because you don't want to transfer these, right? And I'm going to show you how we can tag these later so that we have a quick access to them. So I'm going to go boo. It's going to take a while. You're going to notice as the CPs get lower, that means you're getting closer to the end. Is there a way to remove Pokemon from... Yes, there is. You can say and not and then type the name of the tag or the number of the tag and it will remove it. Okay, made it to the end. Okay, cool. All unselected. Okay, great. So we're going to keep going down here. These Pachirisus are starred. So theoretically, I don't have to deselect these because they will be, they won't end up being transferred when I transfer away Pokemon. Same with these Mr. Mimes, these Chatots. Again, I'll probably trade away these Chatots, but some of these Pokemon I keep, like Carnivines and stuff, because they're regionals and people ask for them, right? Same with like these Rotom Heats are pretty cool. I'll probably trade them away, though. Audinose, I'm going to trade those for XLs. This was the Darumaka we caught on our 300,000 subscriber special. These Maractuses, again, I don't have to unselect them. This Zara was caught in a helicopter, which is pretty cool. Bouffalants, again, if they're starred, then you don't actually need to deselect them because they won't end up being transferred. We made to the Furfroos as well. For some reason, the Furfroos don't get by they get by the costume. So if you have some rare Furfroo forms, recommend you double check those. Goomies, good to get XL candies for. All these Popplios, I don't really need XL candies for. I have enough. So we're going to go ahead and pass all these. As a Floridian, yeah, like it depends on where you live too. Like if you live in a certain area, you might not care too much about keeping certain regionals, but depends on what your goals are at the end of the day. We're getting into Gen 9 now. I got these mouse holds. I'm just going to unselect those, even though, again, and yeah, most of these I'm going to trade away for some XL candies. So anyway, so once you've done that, you can very simply just pretty much confirm. That is a point right there. It did say, hey, do you want to transfer extra, extra large and extra, extra smalls? That is an option. You can also search, add into the search, or event Pokemon. I'm guessing I'm transferring a costume of sorts. You can add in and not XXL or and not extra, extra small. That is an option you can add in if you'd like, to kind of just remove those. They're not point removes all tags. That's another good one to add, actually. Anyway, so once that's done, what I'm going to do now is, now that I have all these Pokemon, I'm going to go through and I'm going to select all the Pokemon I want to tag for a transfer, for trading. So mainly it's going to be all these Beldums. It actually might be easier to just select all and unselect the Pokemon I don't want to trade. Sometimes it is like that. Like, for example, because most of my storage is now Beldums, or most of this storage is Beldums. So what I can do is I can come through here, all these Beldums. I'm going to trade these Pachirisus away probably for XL candies. Same with these Mr. Mimes, these Chatots, the Spiritombs, all of this. I'll probably trade this for XLs. I'm not going to trade that Darumaka because it's special. Neither that. I'm going to save these Skiddos for people who want them. I'm not going to trade away these Furfrou forms except to people who want them, not for XL candies. This Salazzle I'll keep. I'll trade away the Salandit for XL candies. Or no, I think it's a female Salandit, so I'm going to keep it because some people sometimes want those. The mouse holds I can trade away for XL. Same with the Charcadets. Same with the Revrooms, the Varooms. I'm going to keep one, actually, of each, just so I can evolve them for my Pokedex. Now I'm going to tag. I'm going to come here to the bottom. I'm going to make a new tag. I'm going to call it Trade. I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to select and then bag. All those Pokemon are now select for trade. And you can, what you can even do is to test it. You can add and not trade. And now you'll be left with all these valuable Pokemon, I guess you could say. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, so that's kind of where we got to. So now, if we go by recents, you'll notice the only thing that we really have left in your recents are going to be like Shadows, Costume Pokemon, Legendaries, and then obviously your Shinies and your Ultra League and Great League Pokemon. So, okay, any questions before we continue on? I feel like I'm a professor right now. If you have any questions, let me know before we move on to the next steps. Got a Hundo Shadow Carvana today. This is going to be grabbed. What does that mean? Are extra, extra small good for anything? Not really right now, Jennifer. You can keep extra larges for showcases if you'd like. But I am pumped for the new meta shakeup. XL candies are good for PvP. Oh my god, sorry. We just got a sub from Sir Charles, 1999. Thank you for the sub. Tier 1 sub from Sir Charles. Shout out. This will be, yes, this will be VODed, so you can rewatch this. I think I missed the part where you search the PPIVs. Barbara, there should be an option to actually scroll back and you can double check it, because I think I have this on. Yeah, you can go back and rewatch from the start of the stream if you'd like. This could be on my midterm? Yes, this will be on midterm. Okay, it looks like we can move on. Having completed the PhD Pikachu, the XL's good for anything. They're really just good to win more showcases. But yeah, no, other than that, right now, no. But again, if you want to be safe and you have the space, you can. Okay, cool. You should put plus or plus plus. That's a good shout, Nax, actually. I could upgrade my search thread. Okay, cool. Next, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through individual sections that we removed from that main search thread. So the first one I always go through is Shadow. And what you're going to do here is you're going to go through all your Shadow Pokemon. We're going to have to pull that Pokegenie IV thing out again. But now we can go through the Shadows from the start, and we can mark all the good ones. So we can check this. This is a 91. You have to be a little looser, I will say, with Shadow Pokemon on the PvP IVs and the IVs overall. But, you know, you want to just check through here. This is a pretty good Voltorb, like, overall. But, like, I'm probably never going to power this up. And that's the question. Always ask yourself, will you power it up if you want to mark it or not? Anyway, continuing through here. Diglett. This is, like, a decent Diglett, but I probably never use it. This Anorith is not that great. And also, you have to remember, Shadow Pokemon are much more expensive to power up. So, overall, everything that's already been marked here is stuff I marked before. But all the new stuff here that doesn't have nicknames, I can just simply transfer, because none of this is going to be useful, other than this shiny Shadow, obviously. So, there. Very easy. Got rid of my Shadows. We're going to go deeper diving into this a little bit later. But for now, that is that. Next, we are going to look at Purify. Now, I don't really keep any Purified Pokemon, except a bunch of Purified Sableyes to trade away. I have some Purified Hundos from back in the day, from when I first started, that I kind of regret purifying, but I have like 5 of them, I think. And yeah, I have some Purified Sableyes. So anyway, don't really need to transfer these. I'm going to keep these Sableyes to trade for trade bait. Anyway. Next, we're going to go through legendaries. I'll usually do legendaries, Ultra Beasts, Mythical. So what that will do is it's going to show me literally all my legendaries, Ultra Beasts, Mythicals, blah, blah, blah. Now, obviously, since I've gone through my storage a lot, I can just very simply do it by recents, and that's going to be transferring I'm going to be transferring stuff until I get up to like my most recent stuff from the last time I went through my storage. So I can simply come through here, check all the IVs on all these legendaries, and see if there's anything good. Again, we already marked earlier the 2, this guy and the other 98. So those are really the best Xerneas's. The rest, not really worth keeping. I think I have this. This has like a cool background, but again, I probably will never power this up, or no one will probably really ever ask for this from trade. They'll probably ask for a shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and then that just gets me to lucky trades and other Pokemon that I want to keep. So very simple. We can come through here, transfer pretty much everything that isn't marked. Very simple. Obviously, keep the shiny Shadow because it's cool. I might even transfer it. We'll see. But yeah, very simple. Next, traded. This is going to show me all my traded Pokemon. Now, if you haven't noticed, I've been doing a video where I lucky trade until I get a Shundo. And it has been pretty unsuccessful. Why did I keep this? It's just a random shiny Rowlet. Okay, we're going to transfer this, and we're going to transfer this Sigilith. Is this my only Sigilith, actually? No, I have a 98. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, so traded is going to show you all the Pokemon that have been traded to you. So that's search string. I need to see my total 5 legendaries and mythicals. Exactly. Okay, anyway. So yeah, this is all I'm keeping, like, obviously you would transfer, like, I would transfer all these luckies if they're bad, like, if the IVs were bad on some of them, but I'm just keeping them for the sake of a video. Also, this Pidgey was traded to me by the man Brandon Ton before he left Ottawa, which is pretty cool. A Singaporean Pidgey. I should probably best buddy this thing. Oh my god, look, it has like extra wings. What? Sorry, guarantee XLs for transfer. Yeah. Next, costumes. That's what I'll search up next. Costumes. Now, people are probably going to cringe at me because I'm going to transfer my... maybe I won't transfer these. Should I transfer? I'll keep these. These are the 3 costumes that came out. I guess they have the backgrounds. The fact that they have the backgrounds, I'll keep them just because it makes them a little bit rare. Give us a slide or something with the commands used for searching. Popular ones to use. All of this stuff, by the way, is actually talked about in my How to Clear Pokemon Storage video. So I recommend watching that if you want the actual search ads. But I could definitely try to make like a little graphic. That could be cool. Anyway, costume Pokemon. This is when you go through costumes. Now, I'm not really the biggest costume person. The only costumes I'll keep are shiny costumes because there's a lot of people who want shiny costume Pokemon. And I'll keep like super ultra rare costumes like the Snorlaxes with the cap. And then obviously like if a costume is good for PvP like this one. This is a 99 Ultra League Espeon. Or if it's a hundo. So that's all the costumes I'll keep. Some of them are obviously from the traded. Some of them are nundos too. But really that's all the costumes I'll keep. I got the Pika Libre, level 50 Pika Libre. Whoa, my Pika Libre was actually crazy. I didn't even realize that. I have a 96 Pika Libre. And yeah, that's a good point, Jennifer. You can long hold on your search threads to save them. So these are all the costumes I have. Did I keep my... Yeah, I did keep my OG ones, actually. But these ones don't have the background. I don't know. At the end of the day, I might end up transferring these because... The thing about these costumes is like, is anyone really going to ask for a non-shiny costume? You got to think about it from like other people's perspective. Will somebody ask for a non-shiny costume? Lapras with the bow, you know? You looking for an extra friend XP? Oh, 100%, dude. So you clean my storage after? No. So once I've done that, is there any other categories I have to go through? I think that's all the categories, the main categories. Because let me look. Clear storage, 4 stars. So we looked at trade, we looked at traded Pokemon, we looked at purified, we looked at shadows, we looked at costumes, we looked at legendary, we looked at legendaries, mythicals. We haven't gone through shinies. Okay, we'll go through shinies next. So next, shinies. Okay, so this is actually more the start of the next category, which is when instead of just looking at your recents, I start to... This is the deep dive part. So usually, once I've done all that, my storage is cleared, in my opinion. Right now I have like, what, 4,000 spaces? Obviously, you might have less, but this is the deep dive part, and what I really want to do is get deep into my storage and transfer things that have just kind of been sitting there for a while, if that makes sense. Do you know if you release your shiny, what you can't release him, but if you would have, everybody gets? What do you mean? Not sure. Anyway, this is when the deep dive part. So we're going to start with the shiny category, but we're going to pretty much go through every category and try to deep dive into it. Now, the shiny category is when I'm going to go through my Pokemon. I'm going to transfer extra shinies that I probably will either never power up or I'll never trade away. For shinies, it's more I'm never going to trade away because I power up hundos and high ranking Pokemon. I prefer that. I know some people prefer to power up shinies. So that's when I'm going to go ahead and transfer them. Now, another thing you could do with your shinies is you can mark them in a tag to trade away as extra specials. Now, everybody gets a special a day. Different seasons, you get 2 special trades a day. Some events, you even get like 4 or 5 special trades a day. So some people will keep the extra special trade Pokemon, like the extra community day shinies they get to trade away. Personally, I don't really do that as much because honestly, I just always forget to do it. But and I also have so many shinies, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through all these shinies here, and I'm going to transfer the extra ones. Now, right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Venusaurs. Obviously, this one's a shiny shadow, and this one's a 98 shiny, so these ones don't really count. So we more have 7 shiny Venusaurs. Do I need 7 shiny Venusaurs? All of them have Frenzy Plant because I evolved them. Actually, this one doesn't even have Frenzy Plant. I'm going to transfer the one without Frenzy Plant. Yeah, do I need all these Venusaurs? Probably not. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer probably 2 of them. I usually like to keep 6. I think 6 is even cutting it a little high, but like 6 of a shiny, of a Calm Day shiny is a lot. Like, unless it's like a crazy Calm Day shiny where everybody's asking for it from trade, I think 6 Calm Day shinies is enough. Like, are you ever really going to trade away? Like, will there ever be 6 people in your life who ask for a shiny Venusaur from trade? You know what I mean? So like, is it really worth saving? So I'm going to go ahead and transfer the 2 without Sludge Bomb, or with Sludge Bomb. That's going to leave me with 5 Venusaurs to trade away. I honestly, Venusaur, I don't even think is that. I've never been asked for a Venusaur from trade, a shiny Venusaur with Frenzy Plant. So I'm going to go ahead, save 4 Venusaurs for trade. I obviously have this 98 shiny, which I actually did power up, and this was a hundo I use, and then the Shadow Shiny. Shadow Shinies I'll just always keep because they're just so rare. Next, we're moving on to Charizard. Now, Charizard, I have a lot of Charizard, so we could definitely do some clearing out here. Sometimes I'll keep the earlier stage Charmander. I think there is some value in that because some people will ask for that. So I'm going to keep 3 regular Charmanders. Charizard's a little complicated because there's 2 legacy moves on Charizard, Dragon Breath and Blast Burn. Oh, this one has both, actually. Damn, this one's kind of That one's worth a lot, probably. Fire Spin, Blast Burn, Blast Burn, Air Slash, Blast Burn, Blast Burn, Blast Burn. Okay. So I think... what does this one have? Blast Burn? How many have Dragon Breath? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to transfer this last one with Dragon Breath because I think 3 with Dragon Breath is enough. And then we're going to... that means we left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Blast Burn. Do I need 6 Charizards with Blast Burn? We'll drop it to 5. Anyway, you have to be kind of like loosey-goosey with how much you want to do, but I just want the extra space, so we're going to go ahead and transfer that. Why don't you put the IVs in the name? Because for these are just going to be traded away. It doesn't matter what the IVs are. They're just trash. They're trash IVs. I'll only put the IVs in the name if it's good IVs. If the IVs are not good in the name, then there's no point in putting the IVs because they're just going to be traded away. It's just a waste of time, in my opinion. Okay. Next up, Squirtle. I have 3 Squirtles. I'm going to transfer. Oh, this is a level 1. Okay. There is some value, by the way, in keeping level 1 shinies. Some people sometimes ask for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and transfer. I have 3 Squirtles. That's fine. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Caterpies. I don't really need that many Caterpies. Like, who is going to ask for Caterpies from me for trade? Probably not a lot of people. This is a costume. By the way, any costume shinies, you've noticed I went by a costume Charmander. The costume shinies I'll always keep. I can even go like, and not costume. Because I think costume shinies are just like, there's not a lot of people who are going to have too many costume shinies. And I think costume shinies are actually asked for trade more than non-costume shinies. So, at least for me. Okay, 3 shiny Caterpies. We'll keep that. That's fine. We got a Weedle and 2 Kakunas. I'm going to transfer the 2 Kakunas. Sometimes you just do it by feel, really. And also you have to do it by experience. Like, I've never been asked for a shiny Beedrill from trade. But so we have a lot of shiny Pidgeys, so I think we can get rid of some of these. So we're going to go ahead and transfer some of these. We're going to go down to maybe like 5. We'll go down to 4. Cool. Okay, we're at 4. We got 1 Rattata, so I'll keep that. 2 Alolan Rattatas. Like, again, who's asking for this from trades? No. Do you transfer them to Pokemon Home? I don't. I know a lot of people do prefer to do that, but I don't. I don't really do that. What do we got? Sparrow? Sparrow? No one's ever going to ask that for trade. Ekans. I've never been asked for an Ekans from trade. We can go ahead and transfer that. We will go with 1 Ekans, 1 Arbok. Pikachus. I always have way too many Pikachus. Most of these are regular Pikachus. No one's ever really asked me for a regular Pikachu from trade, and I'm never going to power it up. So I'm going to cut this down to 2. And then I probably have a bunch of costume Pikachus, so we'll keep those. So 2 regular Pikachus that I can trade away is fine. You can also actually add and not traded. This will remove all your luckies. So you're pretty much just looking at shinies that you need to decide whether you want to keep to trade away to people or if you want to keep them to power them up. If that makes sense. Okay, moving on. Sandshrews. I do not need 6 Sandshrew shinies. So we're going to cut that down to 3. Why don't you recycle very old shinies specific tag on random special trades? That is an option to do. Personally, I don't do it because I don't really care too much to do that. I don't really want to keep that space to do that. And I'll, first of all, just forget to do that. So that's mainly the reason why. And also, when I'm transferring down these Pokemon, that's still an option for me to do that because, like, again, 365 special trades. I have 1851 shiny Pokemon, and I will probably catch more than 365 shinies in a year. So as I'm catching Pokemon, if I decide to do that, then I can very simply do that with all the new shinies I'm catching. Okay. 3-3. We have 6. Okay. Yeah, we're going to cut this down. We have 6. These are legacy moved Sand Slashes, but we have 6 of them. So we're going to go ahead and transfer that down to that. We also have some Alolan Sand Slashes. I can go ahead and transfer those. Again, no one really asked for these from trades, so it's good to be ready, but I don't think you have to be too ready. We have 3 and a Nidoqueen, and then 3 and a Nidorino. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep that. We have a Clefairy shiny. That's fine. 3 Vulpixes. I don't think I need 3 Vulpixes. 3 Alolan Vulpixes. I don't think I need that. A bunch of Jigglypuffs. We'll transfer some of those. Zubats. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to try to speed up here, by the way. Just because I don't want this video to take forever. But I recommend you do this with your storage. Yeah, I don't know why. We have a lot of Zubats, so we can definitely cut down on the Zubats. We have a bunch of Oddishes. Oddish had a calm day, right? That's why I have all these. I'm going to cut it down to 3. I like 3 of the non-evolved and 3 of the evolved, I think is a good amount. Again, it depends on how much space you have. Like, some of you could be a little more chill. What's up, Nary? How's it going? Venonats. I have a level 1 shiny Venonat. I'll keep that. That's a good trade bait. And then we're going to cut this down to 3. We do have one of them as a Shadow Shiny, so we'll just keep the Shadow Shiny. We got a Paris. I don't know why this is called T-Mystic. Is it Mystic's Shiny? 3 Digletts. That's fine. We have 3 Alolan Meowths. Alolan Meowth is perma-boosted, so I'm just going to cut this down to 2. You just got to think, like, what, like, are people going to ask for the shiny? Like, a Psyduck shiny? Pretty nice shiny. People might ask for that from Lucky Trades. 3 Mankeys and 3 Primeapes. RIP Annihilate for sure. This is a level 1 one. We're going to cut it down to 2 Mankeys, 2 Annihilates. I think that's going to be better for us. Press and hold to transfer multiple, but you can do that, but you can't do that with shinies. Remember, you can't do that with shinies. It has to be individually. 2 Growlithe, an Arcanine, 2 Alolan Growlithe, that's fine. We have a bunch of Poliwags. We can go ahead and transfer these Poliwags. So we're going to go ahead and transfer, again, bring this down to 3. I kind of do this a little bit by feel, like, you know, it's the vibes and the feels you're kind of getting. We got 4 Abras. I'm going to cut this down to 3. We have 6 Alakazams. I think all of these have Shadow. Is Shadow Ball Legacy? What are Alakazam's legacy moves? Don't think it is. Let's take a look. Psychic is Legacy and Dazzling Gleam. So, okay. This is non-Legacy, so I'm going to cut that. This is Counter. Okay, that's Legacy. 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 This one is Confusion Psychic. Psychic is Legacy. Counter Focus Blast. Okay, I'm going to cut this one. And we'll go down one more. Cool. Machamps. Machamp does have 2 Legacy moves, right? These are all payback Machamps. So we're going to go... That's one thing to check is do they have Legacy moves? We're going to go down to 3 of these. These things might be a little more asked for this season because Machamp is better, but at the end of the day, they're not going to be asking for them through Lucky Trades. Okay, Bellsprouts. For example, look at this. I haven't done my storage. So this is why I mainly do this, is because I always forget to clear a bunch of shinies. So I have a bunch of shinies from Bellsprout Calm Day. So this is when I can go through and really make some space here and clear out some of these folks. So we're going to cut this all the way down to probably 3 Bellsprout shinies. RIP shiny Bellsprout. Again, you can transfer that. You can trade these as special trades if you'd like instead. That is an option. But personally for me, again, all of this will probably end up getting filled right back up during end of season Calm Day. Tentacools. I've got 5 of these. I got a bunch of these, so we're going to go ahead and cut this slack down to 3. Goodbye, shinies. Geodudes, we'll cut that down to probably 2, actually. There's no way people want Geodudes. Same with the Alolan Geodude. I'll keep this Golem because it's got Legacy. Ponytas. We could go down to 0 Ponytas just because of the fact that Ponyta Calm Day is coming up. I'm going to cut this down to 1 shiny Ponyta. I'll stick with 2. 2 shiny Ponytas. Calm Day's coming, so that's going to really fill up. We got Slowpokes and Galarian Slowpokes. We'll cut that down to 2 each. Why'd you never evolve some of them? Yeah. I don't really evolve shinies for the shiny decks. Maybe I'll do that in the future for a video. Magnemite. My toe really hurts. We got a level 1 again. I usually will keep the level 1s. We'll go on to 2 Magnemites. Teach me how to fix my storage. Get your notepad out, Henry. The key is transfer all your shinies. Okay, 2 Farfetches. I'm going to keep these because these were caught in Japan. Someone was caught in Tokyo. Damn. Galarian Farfetch, I'll keep them. Doduos, again. 1's a level 1, so I'll keep that for my boy Fleece King. And then we'll transfer them down and we'll go to 2. Because, again, I always think, like, for my shinies, it's like, who's asking for these from trades? Who's asking for a shiny Doduo? Only, like, the #1 shiny Doduo fan in the world will ask for a shiny Doduo from trades. Will I end up running into him? Who knows? Maybe one day, and then I'll start saving my shiny Doduos. But again, I did give a trigger warning at the start of this video that I will be transferring a lot of things. Shelter, was this level 1? No. The problem here is I have so many we're still on Gen 1, which is kind of insane. This is gonna be a long stream. Gengars. These do all have Legacy Shadow Punch. So we're going to go ahead and just transfer. We'll save 3. That's fine. Onyx is perma boosted. You get so many of these shinies. I can transfer these easily. I'll stick with 3 at the end probably. Drowsy's 2 is fine. Krabby. I say this is one of them is saved for my editor. I'll transfer 1 because I have 1 as a Kingler. Voltorbs. This is a nice shiny. I think people will ask for this from trade, so I'll keep the shiny Voltorbs. One of these actually is a 90. I got to remember this. This is a 98, so I got to mark this. I should have done this earlier. So don't transfer the 98 shiny Voltorb. I'll cut this down to 2. Execute, pretty common. Cut this down to 2. You also got to remember, like, you will be filling this back up with more shinies. So, like, you're transferring them, but you'll probably fill the spots back up. Hitmonlee, we'll go 3-3. Lickitungs need to be purged from my life because there's just so many, and they're so perma-boosted. It's also not even good anymore, so... I'll probably go down to 2 Lickitungs. Actually, Licky is pretty good next season, so I'll save 4. Chansey, 1,000 of these. These are pretty good, like, for trade. People do like these, especially for gym defense. So I'll probably save, like... I think I have some Blissies evolved, actually. I'm going to save 3. Hey, Ethan with the 5. Save Mr. Mime for Japan Lucky Trade if you have multiple. Junior? Yeah, sure. Tag me on the Discord, Ethan, to do that so I don't forget. Kangaskhan is a regional for me, so I'm going to save that. Goldeen, we'll transfer that. We got 3. We got and a Sea King. Like, again, no one's asking for this, so... Staryus, that's a level 1. You guys are kind of getting a good look at my storage as well. Scyther, perma-boosted shiny. I'm going to get a lot of these, so I don't mind cutting these down. Electabuzzes. This had a calm day. This is a tiny Electabuzz. I'll keep that. That's kind of cool. Tiny shiny. I'll bring it down to 3. I could mark that tiny shiny. This is an extra large Magmar too. Wow, I have an extra large shiny Magmar and an extra small. That's crazy. Pinsers is fine. Gyarados and Magikarps. I'll go 3 Magikarps, 3 Gyarados. That's fine. Dittos are pretty assed and pretty rare. So, like, I could keep these. I'm going to keep, like, 9 shiny Dittos. It's a pretty aggressive. I think I only need 6. Lickitung is still 60 next GBL season? Okay, but Licky's just going to be superior. Vaporeons. I don't know why I have so many Vaporeon shinies. 2 EV shinies, 3. Okay, that's fine. 1 Flareon. Porygons, I can get rid of them. I only need, like, 2 of these. Ammonite, that's fine. 3 Kabutos, I only need, like, 2. Aerodactyls are boosted, so we'll go ahead and cut some of those. I also know I have some costume Aerodactyls, so those will probably be more asked. Okay, now we're getting into our first legendaries here. So legendaries are pretty interesting. Generally, I won't transfer shiny legendaries. But, you know, some people will. And if I end up with too many, I will. Because I did pay money for these, so transferring them does kind of hurt. So I'm just going to save all the legendaries. But I have transferred shiny legendaries in the past. Dratini. Dratini had a calm day, so it's pretty common. We have like 3 of them are Dragonairs right now. That was a level 1. We're going to transfer. We're going to go down to 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Yeah, we have 1 Dragonite. That's fine. This is one that I probably could have kept more of, but it's fine. Cyndaquils from the calm day. I can transfer a bunch of these. Also not checking stats. Yeah, I don't really check the stats. Because again, if it's not a hundo or a 98, which we already checked that, then I don't care. If it's not a hundo, a 98, or a... If it's not a hundo, a 98, a nundo, or a good PvP IV, then I don't care to keep it. It's just going to be transfer bait. It's going to be trade bait. I'm going to go down to like 5 or 4 of these. Hey, Liam with the 10. Appreciate the dono. Appreciate the dono. 3 Gators. That's fine. 3 Sentrits. I can go down to 2. Finally on Gen 2. The next gens will go quicker though, because you obviously always have the most Gen 1 shinies. So that's one thing to note when you're transferring your storage. Like you might be like, oh, this is taking forever. It's because like the first generations there's every shiny out for the first generation, so it feels a lot more, you know. Boom, boom, boom. Chinchus. Okay, we're gonna go down to 2 Chinchus. Got a bunch of Cleffas. With baby Pokemon, you could be a little more stingy because some people do value baby Pokemon. But again, I've never been asked. People usually ask, the most asked thing is always legendaries and stuff like that. And especially if some of these have had events, like Shiny Togepi has had an event, so no one really cares too much to ask it for a trade because they probably have a good one already. So we'll go to 3 of each. Shiny Natu. No one show Fleece King, but we're going to transfer some Shiny Mareeps right now. I'll transfer the Flaffies to start. I think the middle stage Pokemon always has the least value in the shiny form, because the final stage will usually have a legacy move. For example, this one has Dragon Pulse because you evolve it on the Comday. And the first stage is good because people will ask for it in the first stage so they can evolve it and get it for their decks, like through every stage. So we're going to transfer here. Do we want to go to 3? Yeah, sure. We'll go to... No, I'll keep them. I'll keep it. Fleece King is going to be mad at me. Marill, we can get rid of one of these. Probably 2 of these, actually. Because I have 2 Azumarill. Sudowoodo, we'll keep those for Mystic. You can always keep certain Pokemon more if you know your friend likes it. That's always a thing I see a lot of people doing. Like I have a friend, Fixer Slayer, who in Ottawa loves Shiny Gligar. So I make sure to save extra Shiny Gligars because I know when we Lucky Trade, he'll probably ask for a Shiny Gligar. Usually a 2018 Shiny, it's alright. I'm all out of my guaranteed Lucky Trades anyway, so it doesn't really matter, Lewis. Transfer the Skiploom. Level 1 Shiny Sunkern. Also, I don't think I have any 2018 Shinies. How did I delete a 2018 Shiny? I did not catch a Shiny in 2018, actually. That makes 0 sense. We're going to 3 of those. Whoopers from Comday. Dreepy will be spawning in the wild, but it'll be a rare spawn. Do you use the Pokegenie keyboard? I use the Pokegenie overlay because you can actually use the full overlay. 3 Whoopers? We can go to 2. Which hurts more, 24k or this? I'm actually pretty neutral to this. 24k was pretty rough, though. It was a really rough run. We got some Quagsires here with their legacy move. Did Quag get nerfed next season? I'm going to go down to 3 Quags. We got some Espeons or Umbreons. Umbreon is pretty ass for, so I'll keep 4. Murkrow, I got 3 Murkrows. That's fine. Mischievous, I only need 2. Is this an extra X? This is an XL though. Okay, I'm gonna transfer this one. We got unknowns. Unknowns I'll never transfer just because these are so rare and so hard to get. So I'm not gonna touch any of my unknowns, no matter how many I have. Giraffe Rig though, I will transfer. Somewhat Mudshot rework. Is it getting better? Okay, I gotta continue here. Dunsparce. Dunsparce is a cool one because it is getting Dunsparce, so you could theoretically keep a lot. For example, Glygars, I'm not gonna touch any of those. Snubbles, Granbulls, again, I only have 1. If I have 1 or 2 of a shiny, I'm not gonna touch it. Sneasel, I have a bunch of because this is a perma boosted shiny, so you end up with a bunch. I'll probably go down to like 2 or 3. Keep the level 1, of course. More from San Diego. What's up, what's up, what's up? Slugma's a cool shiny. Snubble, Swinub is pretty cool. Remoraid I can get rid of. I can go to 3. I can go to 2 of these, actually. Corsola is super rare, so I'm not going to transfer that. Mantine, you know, I'll go to 3. Houndour. This is asked for because it does have a mega form. But I'll probably just drop it down to 3. On top, I can go down to 3 of those. Why do you keep level 1? Because people, level 1 shinies are pretty rare because they're level 1 shinies, and a lot of people will ask for level 1 shinies. And someone asked what a perma boost would mean. Perma boost means, yeah, 1 in 64 shiny rate. So you're going to be catching a lot more of that shiny. So like, it never hurts as much to transfer a perma boosted shiny because of the fact that they're just not as rare. So the odds of you finding another one during some sort of event is pretty high. Magbees, we're going to go down to 3. Again, I'm going to go down to 3 of each baby Pokemon. I got some Blissies here, 2 96s and 2 regular ones to trade. That's fine. Some more legendaries. Larvatars are pretty asked for. Again, legendaries, I think the thing with legendaries is like just never really transfer them because they'll probably be asked for. We have a bunch of Swamperts. I'm going to keep a bit more Swamperts because, again, it's a calm day Pokemon that people like. So people will ask more for Swamperts. Poochyana's Zigzagoons. We have a bunch of, we can get rid of these. Why are you transferring out checking IVs? We already checked the IVs earlier. The IV check for the shinies was done at the first part when we marked all our PVP Pokemon and all our raid attacking Pokemon and our nundos and our hundos. So it's already been done. Wurmples, you can keep. Wurmple is a Pokemon you could probably keep more shinies of. Just the fact that when you evolve it, there's a chance it goes into 2 forms. So especially if you're trying to get both forms in the shiny, you can go ahead and keep these Wurmples because the odds, like you might end up getting Cascoon again and again over Silcoon again and again. Lotad, I got a bunch of these we can transfer. You can probably go down to 3. 3, I find 3 is a good number of them to save. And again, always remember, like when you transfer Pokemon, it sucks. But first of all, you're making more storage, and you're probably gonna end up filling those spots up with potentially even the same shiny again. Shiftry, I'll go down to 3 and 3 again. A Calm Day Pokemon, not really asked for. I'll actually go down to 2 Seedots. Talos, I only need 3 of. This Talo here, by the way, is marked 200k, which is cool. That's when I hit 200k, we caught that shiny on the stream. Slackoth, I can Slackoth is kind of asked for. Whismer, can get rid of those. We got some Loudreds as well. I don't know why I got the Loudreds. Again, the middle stage is generally the most useless from trades because people want to be able to, number 1, either get it fully evolved with a legacy move, or number 2, they want to get the baby form so they can evolve it and get all the shiny forms. Why not put not 3-star? Because we are, again, Greg, we already checked all of our IVs. So everything here I'm good with transferring. I actually don't want to end up putting not 3-star and not transferring things that are bad. You know, I'd rather just do it all in one go. Makuhitas. Keep those. Azurils. Okay, we have a bunch of these. We can transfer these till we have 3. This is going to be this is a deep cleaning for sure. Because this is only the first part, but it will get easier as we go on. Same with Nose Pass. I can get rid of the Nose Passes till I get 3. Excited for Wooloo Spotlight. That's Tuesday, eh? I don't think I'm streaming that. I'm excited just for the new season, really. Delcatty. This doesn't even have a legacy move, so we'll just transfer that. We'll go 3 Skitties. Sableyes, obviously I'm not touching because it's my favorite. Mawwiles are rare because they're from raids only. Aerons. I don't know why this is called Electric M. 3 Aerons are fine. Metatites will go down to 3. Some people might ask for Metatites for the Mega form. Electrike, that's fine. Plusle, Minun, Volbeat. 3 Rosalias is fine. 4 Carvanas. I think we can cut that down. Carvana might be asked, though, because Mega Sharpedo. The Whalmers I'm going to keep for my mother, because she loves Whalmer. It's her favorite. 2 Spindas. Those are rare. 3 Spoinks and a Grumpig. I'm going to go down to 2. We got 5 Flygons. I think we can only save... We can go down to 3 of that. Swablues, we'll get rid of some of these. Because I'll go 3 and 3. Again, I like the idea for Calm Day Pokemon 3 and 3. 3 non-evolved, 3 evolved with the legacy move. You know, I think that's a good amount. Zangoose is rare. Oh my god, I have a lot of Lunatones. I'm gonna save this one for Tom. And I'm gonna save a couple extra just because I know the cruise ship. Actually, I don't even have Tom on my friends list, do I? I'm not even sure. I'll save 4. I'll save 4 shiny Lunatones for Tom. Yeah, we'll save 4. One's a level 1. He'll probably want the level 1. 3 Solrox is fine. 3 Barboach, that's fine. Fine. Baltoy. Lileep, we can go down to 3. Phoebus, another perma-boosted Pokemon, which we can definitely go ahead and get rid of these. These were actually all caught when we did the 1,000 catch challenge. Pretty sure. So we're gonna cut this down to 3. What gen are we on now? Is this Gen 4? No, we're still on Gen 3. The next gen should get quicker, though. Remember, as you're transferring Pokemon, the first gens have the most shinies out, so it's always the slowest. Okay, we'll go with that. Cast forms are fine. 3 Duskulls. I don't even like Duskull that much. We'll go down to 2. Chimecho is kind of rare. I guess I can keep 3 of those. But no one's really going to ask for Chimecho. Like, who's like, yo, I want to shine Chimecho from Lucky Trade? Other than Chimecho's #1 fan in the world. A lot of Walrens. We can get rid of these. I can go down to 3. Clampers are perma boosted. That's a level 1 Clamperl. I'll go down to 3. I'll go down. No, I'll go down. I'm gonna stick a 3. Relicanth loved this. That's fine. Bagon from Comday. Now Bagon is obviously like a rarer Comday Pokemon, so I think keeping extra of the rarer or cooler Comday Pokemon is good. I think I'm gonna keep like 6. I think 2 of these are level 1s actually. Yeah, we're gonna keep like 6 shiny Bagons maybe. Do you already do non-shinies? Yes. But we're going to be going through some other specific stuff. Evo 1 for the shiny decks? No. If I Evo 1 for the shiny decks, it's going to be for video, so I don't have to do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now. 7. We're at 6. 6. Okay, that's fine. Beldums. Beldums are pretty rare. I'm going to keep, again... I think Beldum is more ass than Bagon, in my opinion. We have 4 of these are level 1s. That's kind of crazy. I'll transfer 1 of the level 1s. Okay, we'll keep 9 Beldums. Should probably evolve those for their legacy move. All these are legendaries. Again, keep the legendaries. Infernapes, I have... again, 3 I think is fine. 3 Empoleons is fine. I'm going to go down to 2 Starlies. Like, who's asking for Starly? Bidoof? I'm sorry, I got to transfer. I'm going to go down to 3 Bidoofs. 2 Cricket Tots, I think, is fine. Luxrays, we got a bunch of these. I'm going to transfer these. Go to 3. 3 and 1. Cranidoses are... I'm going to keep the Cranidoses. Those are pretty rare, and people do ask for those from trade because of how good it's for raids. Less for Shieldon, though. I don't think a lot of people ask for Shieldon from trade, so we can cut that down. Go down to 3 and 1. Burmese. Burmese are... I can transfer a Burmese. I think 3 and 3 Burmese is fine. Not the God Eater. We're gonna cut the Buzels down to 3. It's a pumpkin. Cut the Driflooms as well. Bunearies. I have a lot of these. Again, just keep asking yourself the question, like, are you ever gonna, number 1, are people ever gonna ask for this from trades? Number 2, are you ever gonna power this up? If not, cut it. Drifthouse playing GBL. Yeah, but the shinies, like, the shinies are not the ones I'm gonna power up. I have PvP IVs for that Pokemon. This is called Bunny Grande. I have PvP IVs for that Pokemon, so. Oh my god, I have a lot of Glameows. We can cut this down to like 2. Could probably cut this down to 1. Like, who's asking for Glameow from trades? We'll go with 2. Bronzors. Oh my god, these are the bane of my existence. I gotta cut so many Bronzors. I've never had any. I guess Bronzor's good in Little Cup. Bidoof has superpower shot. Yeah, but Bidoof's not very useful. And, like, I guess Bidoof, it can be good to keep just because some people might ask for it as, like, a meme trade. I've asked Zoe for a Bidoof. So I think Bidoof has some play in that aspect. Okay, 2 Bronzors. I'm sure I'm going to collect 1,000 of these. Gibbles and Garchomps. Wow, okay, I have a lot of Garchomps. We can transfer some of these Gibbs. But I don't mind keeping more Gibbles just because of the fact that people do ask. Again, this is like one of those, like, Comday Pokemon that people will probably ask for. So we'll keep like 6 or 5, and then we have a bunch of Garchomps. Same with Riolus. Scroopies are super nice shinies. I think people ask for those. Finneons we can get rid of. Same with the Snovers. I think 3 Snovers is good. Rhyperior's Electivires I can cut down to 3. I've never really been asked for this. I think Rhyperior is good to keep, though, because Rockwrecker Rhyperior are very good Pokemon. When is level 60 coming? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Togekiss is fine. Leafeons, I do not think we need that many. I think 2 Leafeons is enough. Same with Glaceon. What is this Mamoswine marked? Oh, it's a 96. Should probably mark that. This one's called Geesepoo. We're gonna not name it Geesepoo. 3 Mamoswines is fine. Porygon Z, like who's asking for that from Lucky Trades? Dusknoir. I actually have a rank 1 Great League shiny Dusknoir. Is Dusknoir getting good next season? This is a rank 1 Great League Dusknoir. I think it is. When are we going to give a tour of the new pad? When it's set up. I want to paint the room first. It is. It is. Okay, sick. I'm set, chat. We got the rank 1 shiny. Okay. This is called Halo Reach. I don't know why this is called Halo Reach. Okay, legendaries again. Keep legendaries. People ask for trades. More shiny Comday Mons. We're going to go with... We're going to get rid of some of these Superiors and Snivies. We'll go 2 Snivies, 3 Superiors. We'll go 2 Tepigs, 3 Embors. We'll go 3... We'll same thing. We'll do the same thing for all 3 starters. What's up, Sava? Lillipup. This is a level 1 Lillipup, so we'll keep that. 3 Lillipups. That's fine. Mana, we can go down to 3 as well. Damn, this is quite the task. We're going to 2 Blitzels. Like, who's really asking for Blitzel? Roggenrola. Gigalith. We can go to 3 Gigaliths. Timbers. Timbers might be asked for more. I'm going to keep more Timbers because I think people like Conkeldurr. Venipede. We'll go down to 3. Petalil. Why do I have so many Petalils? Did Petalil have an event? Oh, this is an extra small Petalil. Did Petalil have an event or something that I missed? I'm cracked on the Petalils right now. Too bad they're going. Go Fast? Yeah, true. Probably Go Fast. Because this is the new shiny, right? Okay, we'll go down to 5. No, we'll go down to 4. 4, 1 extra small. Darumaka's are people ask for those. Yamasks are pretty rare. Those are from Halloween only. Trubbish. I think people ask for that as a meme from trades. Ducklets are rare. That's a new shiny. Same with Vanillite. Emolga, Golf Look Away. I'm going to transfer some of these. I'm going to go down to 3 Emolgas. I'll go down to 4 because Golf will probably ask for some if I ever see him in person. So yeah, again, that's the thing is like if you know people who like a certain shiny, like you might as well keep it, you know. 3 of each Frillish. Aloma Mola we can kind of dump. You always find a reason. Again, I think if you ask yourself the question, are you ever going to power it up? Are you ever going to trade it away? Or does it have any sentimental value to you? And it answers no to all 3 of those questions. Then I think it's just an easy transfer. Because again, it's just a waste of space. You got to think about it as a waste of space. You're losing something, but you're gaining space that could fill in a Pokemon that brings you even more joy. You know? Tynamos. Okay, I got to get rid of these. These are Calm Day stuff. Keep the level 1. Okay, we're gonna go down to 3, I guess. My friend stopped watching because you transferred a Gengar, his fave. I know people are gonna get triggered from what I'm doing today, but it's fine. Mystic, look away. 420. This list would called 420. That's actually kind of funny. Should I keep that? Okay, goodbye, Litwicks. We will keep... Litwick is kind of asked for as a trade, Mon. So I'll keep a couple extras. Get rid of this Chandelier. 4 and 4, I think is fine. Axew. Axew's not as good, though. It's not that great. don't think people really want Axew from... I did spend some money on some of these Axews. Okay, we'll keep that many. We get rid of the Cubchoo. The Stunfisk had a event, so a lot of people are going to have those. Especially these Galarian ones, which are perma-boosted from eggs. So I don't mind transferring more of these. Check your Discord, Mystic, by the way. I sent you the dates. We can go 2 and 2. Stunfisk might get a resurgence next season, though. Golit's kind of rare or shiny. I'll keep 4. Same with Ponyard. Rufflet's kind of rare. Braviary, Hisuian, that's fine. All this is fine. Okay, more onto legendaries. Again, keep the legendaries to trade. That is a lot of chestnuts. We do not need that many chestnuts. I can go down to 3 chestnuts. Three Fennekin's fine. Froakies. We can go down to... Greninja is kind of cool, and people might ask for Greninjas for Ash Greninja. I don't think I need 9, though. I think 6 is enough. No, I didn't transfer Sudowoodo. I actually saved Sudowoodo to trade to you. We're going to go down to 2 Bunnelbees. Fletchlings, we can go down to 2. We'll go down to 2 or 3, I guess. Panchams are rare. I'll keep those. Espers are kind of rare. They're from raids. Inkays had an event, so I can get rid of the Inkays. Get rid of some Inkays. I'll keep 3. Middle stage shinies get no love. Why do I have so many Helioptiles? I can go to 3 Helioptiles. Oh my god. Okay. Tyrants we can get rid of. Damn, we have a lot of these. People might ask for these because this is a pretty cool shiny, so I'll keep 4. Same with Amora. Malamar is getting buffed, but I already have a PvP Malamar, so I don't really need any more. And I don't think people are going to be asking for lucky trades for Malamar, right? They're going to be just trying to hunt their own Inkay. That's fine. 4. Goomies. Okay, Goomy had a calm day. I'm going to get rid of these Sligoos. Because, again, the middle stage shiny, like, no one really wants it. And I can't evolve it to get the Legacy move now. Okay, we have 5 Goodras. So let's start transferring these Goomies until we have, like, maybe 5. 5 and 5. That's 10. That's even a lot. Like, are people really going to ask for Goomy now? This is crazy because this is all just the shiny transferring section. They have not confirmed Sideways buff is +2 energy. We're not going to know until this new season starts. And for lucky trades, yeah, I'm going to keep 5 for lucky trades over time. But again, I don't really do that stuff as much. So for me, there's not as much value in that. Okay, there, I'll keep 5 and 5. Phantoms are cool. They're rare. Noibats, not as cool. Expensive to evolve. I'll go to 3 Noibats. Maybe 4. We'll go to 4. Popplios. Okay, we just caught a bunch of Popplios. Brion, you're gone. I didn't really evolve any of these. We can get rid of a bunch of these pops. We can go to like 4 pops or 5. Just because of the fact that I didn't really evolve any of these. But again, like no one's really going to be asking for Popplio from trades. Because it just had a calm day. But again, maybe down the line, yes, people will ask. But I think people will ask more for... Like, out of all the comedy Pokemon you can ask for, like, is Popplio really your one? Unless you're, again, Popplio's #1 big fan. But I don't really think I'm going to run into Popplio's #1 fan. Young Goose, we can get rid of those. We don't... Like again, what's the point? Grubbins. Okay, we have a lot of Grubbins we can get rid of. This live just instantly made me transfer 200 monsters. Glad I can help, Mystic. We're not done anyway. I'm still not done my storage. I got to go through my legendaries. I got to go through my PvP Pokemon. This is actually like a culmination of so many. Pop's third stage is good. Or shiny. It is a cool shiny, but again, for me, like that's not really how I play the game. I don't really just stare at shinies in my storage. These are good because Grubbin's still good. Vikavolt can kind of say goodbye. I'll go with like 3 Vikavolts. Or Vikavolt. Crab Brawler. This is a new shiny, so it's kind of rare. I'll go down to like 5. Dupiter. This is a cool new shiny. Again, I don't know who's really going to ask for it, though. Fomantis, I can go down to 2. Stuffle. New Shundo strat, just sacrifice hundreds of shinies. Okay, now we're getting down to the bottom. 2 Meltons, we're going to keep those. The Weird Ears. Ursalunas, I don't think I need that many. Go down to like 3 Ursalunas. Ursaluna could get a buff and get really good. Lechonks, I already have the Shundo, so I could transfer all these. Now, I'll transfer... There you go. Clodsires, to get a buff this season. This is the new rank 1, but... Again, 3 of them to trade is fine. Okay, and that's it, man. That's, I think we just cut like 500 shinies. What's my storage at? Damn, we're under 4,000. We cut so many. Now, usually hundos for me are so rare. People are like, oh, you're going to transfer. Like, hundos for me are so rare. I'll usually keep hundos no matter what. I think there is some value. Like, I have 3 hundo Morlos right now. Like, brother, what am I going to do with that? Probably not. I could probably transfer one of these, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. Today's not the day. What we're going to do next, though, is we're going to go .g, and we're going to go through all of our Great League Pokemon, and we're going to compare, bring back out the scanner, and we're going to compare to make sure we only have one of each Pokemon, if that makes sense. So what we can do here is we can look at this. This is a Ivysaur for Great League. Okay, so that's fine. This is a Venusaur for Great League. This is a rank 24 Venusaur for Great League. Let's take a look at our current Venusaur for Great League. It is a rank 18, so it is better. So this Bulbasaur, with 24, 18. So this, goodbye, it's worse. If it's better, sometimes I won't even... One sec, my battery's dying. If it's better, sometimes I'll still transfer it because there needs to be a huge difference for me to power up a full new PvP Pokemon, if that makes sense. Sorry, it should be good. The Pokegenie is safe. I've used it. Now, this right here is my already powered up Ivysaur for the Great League. It's a rank 40. I got a better one. I got a rank 26, but there's like a 15 difference point rank. And this one's already powered up in double move. So I'm just going to get rid of that Bulbasaur. So now I have my Bulbasaur, my Venusaur for the Great League, and I have my Shadow Venusaur for the Great League. Don't really need anything else for Venusaur in the Great League. I have, unless I want to power up like a Great League Bulbasaur or something. Moving on. Charmander. We have this... Is this a Charizard for the Great League? I'm confused. This is a 94 Charizard for the Great League. This is a wrong ranking. 94 Charizard for the Great League. Right now we have a... no. What is this? 94 Charizard for the Great League. So it's like literally the same thing. We're just going to go ahead. I think the reason I have it is in case... I want to power... I'm going to keep this because then the reason I have this one is because in case Dragon Breath becomes meta, I want to have a Dragon Breath Charizard and a Wing Attack Charizard. So we're going to actually end up keeping that. But yeah, now we're just going to pretty much just go through that. This is a... Since I have tier 2, that's a War Turtle. This is a Great League, a Shadow versus a non-Shadow. So we're going to keep that. Because again, I want the most variety of PvP Pokemon. We have a Caterpie here. Does Caterpie evolve into Beedrill? No, evolved to Butterfree. That's fine. We have a regular and a Shadow Beedrill. Both really good. Regular and a non-regular Rattata. We have a low Rattata, blah, blah. But I'm pretty much just here trying to remove duplicates of PvP Pokemon, if that makes sense at all. Back to Fire Spin Zard after the update. So yeah, exactly. Like Fire Spin Zard's coming back. So what I can do is I can use this Shadow Charizard instead and then save this Wing Attack Zard in case Wing Attack becomes meta in the future. And yes, you can search legacy moves by searching at special. So we're going to pretty much go through here. We're going to look for duplicate Pokemon. For example, right now I have 2. Oh, look, I didn't look at the... Wait, is this because, okay, one of these is Powder Stone, one of these is Shadow Claw. So I have 2 Shuttle and Sand Slashes. For example, right here, I have a Vulpix, which is a 92, and a Vulpix, which is a 98. So I'm going to get rid of the 92 Vulpix. Easy. So now I have a Shadow and a regular Vulpix. Again, I just want the most variety. I actually have, this is an interesting situation. I have a Ninetales powered up. It's a 90, it's a rank 60. And then I also have a better IV'd rank 35. But again, if I already have this powered up, like it's not worth those extra rank points. So I'm just going to get rid of the Vulpix. You can keep it in case Vulpix gets like a legacy move or like some sort of other new moveset, but that's up to you. Did we just get raided? We got raided. Hello, Raiders from... Sorry. Would I read this? How do you read that? Hannah Mew. Hanny Mew. Rating with a party of 85. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My peak elo is legend. Two. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Go follow and welcome in everybody. We are literally just murdering our storage right now. Peyton with a 2 as well. What is Ditto for the month? We don't know yet. We're going to have to wait for the new season to start and then we'll know. Elo isn't a real world. Anyway, let's continue going through all our PvP Pokemon here. This is an example where, like, for example here, this Shadow Ninetales is a rank 1140, but I have a better one here that this is a rank 103. So in this situation, I'm going to keep this Vulpix just to have the option if I want to get a better PvP IV. Okay, continuing here, we have a Shadow Golbat, we have a Shadow Crobat, we have a Crobat, and we have a regular Golbat. So we have all that. That's a good variety. This is a Gloom. Bro, we got the rank 1 Great League Gloom. Should we run it? Could be Crazy Spice. Okay, here's a perfect example. Diglets. I have a rank 4 Diglett and a rank 7 Diglett. Goodbye, rank 7. Alolan Diglett. I have a rank 5 and a rank 16. Goodbye, rank 16. It's very simple. We just got a rank 1 Persian for the Great League, so we're going to keep that. We got this Primeape, which I think is just a Great League Primeape, so we can run that. That's fun. This right here, for example, is another situation. Rank 8 versus rank 7. And this one's not even powered up, and it's level 1, so goodbye. So we're going to just go through this. We're going to do this for Great League, Ultra League, and for the Master League after. Hello. Met you in Barcelona last year. Told me about being a German Pogo creator as well. Appreciate the content. Have an amazing grind. Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate that. And good luck with your grind as well, dude. We're honestly just murdering our storage right now, so hopefully people feel fine. Rank 1 Pokemon team would be fun. Would be funny. Also, this is a great time to like look at what PvP Pokemon you have for the next season. For example, Machamp next season is getting really good. And I actually have a rank 1. This is a rank 1 Great League Machamp. So it's pretty cool. Granted, this would lose CMP ties so much. I actually have 2 Machamps powered up, so this is kind of perfect. I can keep one on counter and one on cross chop. Okay, let's continue to transfer. We're going to transfer that. If you have any questions, by the way, just let me know. By the way, here I put K and I put B for Slow Bro versus Slow King. So you can put little indents like that for like when the Pokemon's not evolved, so you know what you're talking about. We're going to continue here. All of this is standard. This is interesting. We have, is this a Great League Seal? Rank 29. Rank 2. Okay. Yeah, goodbye, rank 29. We have a rank 1 Muck, so we don't really need that. This is a great situation. For example, here, this is a rank 75 Alolan Muck. The one I have powered up currently is rank... It's terrible. Like, look at the IV. I don't have to show you what rank it is. Like, look at these IVs. This is not good IVs. So that is something I'll consider maybe replacing my Muck later down the line, if Muck becomes good. Okay, continuing. Again, you're just looking to just weed out duplicates here. Now, I do have 2 Shadow Alolan Marowaks here. Shadow Alolan Marowak is just such a rare and hard Pokemon to get. You can't even get this thing anymore, so even if one of them is better than the other, I'm just going to keep both for the fact. We've got a bunch of Lickitungs here. This is a rank 28. Rank 14. Not sure why I have this rank 28. This is my Licky Great League Licky. I'm going to get rid of this rank 28 right now. Goldeen. Okay, I have 2 Goldeens. Let's see which one's better. 11. 34. This is how I mark my Vaporeon versus blah blah blah. The funny thing though is this is not guaranteed to go in Jolteon, so what I can do here is I can just evolve it. If it doesn't go into Jolteon, I can check the IVs, but then I can just transfer it. You've had some PvP rank what luck in the last couple days. Damn, Elizabeth, go off. Oh, it did go Jolteon. Isn't that perfect? So yeah, now it is a... Oh, it's actually a 98. But anyway, we're going to remove Jolt because it is a Jolt now. Bang, easy. We can do the same thing. That's Sylveon. We can control that. Vaporeon, though. We can see if this actually turns into a Vaporeon. What's up, Mark? So that could turn into a Flareon, which is not exactly... We can still check the rank, but yeah, that's not good enough to keep, so we're going to transfer that. This Jolteon we just evolved, though, is not as good as our other ones. Okay, cool. Moving along. We got a bunch of Dratini, so we have to figure this out. This is a... That's a tier 2, so that's a Dragonair. We have a Shadow Dragonair, and we have a powered up Shadow Dragonair. So let's take a look at the Shadow Dragonair we have powered up. Is a rank 65, and the potential one we have is a rank 74, so we can get rid of this one. Now we have a Dragonite. We have a couple Dragonites. We have this one. We have this one, which is a rank 5, and the one we currently have powered up is a 90. Okay, so we're just gonna get rid of this one here. And there you go. So now this can replace our Shadow Dragonite if we want to at some point. Gator, blah, blah, blah. We have Noctowl with a hat. Rank 7 versus the one we've powered up. Rank 20. Again, in my opinion, not really worth replacing for a couple points of rank. Lantern, we have two Lanterns. We have a rank 1 and a pretty high ranking one. 2 Azus as well I have built. 2 Quags. I have 2 Quagsires built. I guess one's on Mudshot, one's on Aquatail. Bro, that's crazy. This is a rank 1 Mismagius, and this is a rank 1 Mischievous. Should I run the rank 1 Mischievous team? That'd be crazy. Glygars, we have 2 Shadows. We have a rank 1 Gligar. That's kind of cool, actually. Not that it's useful. Grand Bull. Gonna not replace that because they're both rank 99, so the difference is probably pretty minimal. We have 2 Shadow ones. Now, this is another example here. Like, look. Shadow Grand Bull. This is a rank 53 versus rank 88. I'm going to keep this one just for the fact that maybe Grand Bull will get good, but again, that's like one that you don't really care too much to change. What's the point of having both Lanterns? I could transfer the one of them I just kind of powered up. I don't know. Really, I could transfer the worst Lantern, but maybe like there's a point in having the attack stats because maybe rank 1 won't always be the best. You don't know. Rankings will change on PV Poke with the new season, but not on Pokegenie. Okay, continuing. We kind of want to get through this as quick as possible. We have 2 Weedle Wurmples, which again we're not going to touch because you kind of want to keep the most of those because they could evolve into different forms. Okay, continuing. Nothing here is duplicated. 3 Sableyes. Again, I usually don't touch the Sableyes too much because I love Sableyes. What's this noise? It's like a squeaking noise. It's outside. Whalmers, all this is fine. No duplicates here. I have 3 Altarias. Are all my Altarias powered up? That's wild. I have 3 built Altarias. I did not know that. I have 3 Altarias. Okay, continuing. The difference between the 99s and the 98s, it's just the total percentage overall PvP IVs. So, like, if you're a rank 1, you're 100%. If you're between rank 2 and, like, 30, you're probably 99%. Okay, continuing. Blue, blue, blue. I have 2 whale. I have 2. Okay, I can get rid of this. 2 of those built. Shadow Matang, is that thing gonna get crazy? Okay, all of this is fine. All of this is fine. I got the Hundo Patcher Risu. Could run that. Could be pretty fun. This is kind of going through my... I have Gastrodon. I don't think there's a difference between the Gastrodons, right, chat? Is there a difference between the Gastrodons? So I could theoretically get rid of this one. I do have a built Gastrodon. So actually I can get rid of both. Cherubi and Cherum. Rank 24. Rank 21, so we can get rid of the Cherubi. Hey, we got a sub coming in. Skull with the sub for 8 months. Hello, friends. What's up? Thank you for the resubscription, dude. Do you have a decent bink? Yes, yes. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. This is another example of, like, I have a Lucario, which is not very well ranked, and then a good one, but it's not powered up. So I'm just going to hold on to that Lucario. If Lucario gets crazy good, then we can consider powering that up. Cresselia. We got 2 Cresselias, actually. I think they're both powered up. Yeah. One's on Future Sight, one's on Grass Knot. This is a situation where I don't think it's worth... This is a rank 3 scrap. Actually, we'll keep this. We'll keep this. This is interesting. I have a shiny rank 7 and a rank 4. Again, I'm all about the power. Even if it's a shiny and it's cool, I'm just still going to transfer it. Okay, this is all fine. This is fine. I have 2 Stunfisks. Powered up and double moved. I have no idea why I have that. That's fine, though. That's really weird. 2 Greninjas. I'm going to actually transfer one of these. Because this is my worst Greninja that doesn't have any legacy moves. And I keep accidentally using it in PvP. So we're going to get rid of that. I have a rank... This is an interesting point. I have a rank 1 Diggersby. And a rank 4 Diggersby. The 4 is powered up. So we're going to keep that for now. What is this, a rank 1 Fletchinder? No, it's a rank 1 Talonflame as well. Another situation where if Talonflame becomes absolutely cracked, then I could power up the rank 1. Daxie, why so dust poor? Dude, I have 6 mil. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I do have 2 Binks. I have a rank 26 and a rank 16. I don't know why I'm keeping the rank 26 when the rank 16 is powered up. So we'll get rid of that. I have 2 Pop Leos, or 2 Briones. Rank 25. Rank 33. Okay, goodbye, rank the other guy. 2 Primarinas. Whoa. One of them, though, is not on Hydro Cannon, so we're going to get rid of that one. We have a potential Chargabug replacement. Rank 23. Rank 28. Again, not worth fully powering up a new Mon for that. Another situation where I have a rank 1 Greedent versus a rank 2 Greedent. It's like, is it really worth powering up? No. So I'm just going to keep it anyway, but you could definitely consider transferring the rank 1 because it's like Lechonk. Rank 12. Oh, this Oinkologne is not ranked as good as you'd think. Okay, and that should be it, I think. So yeah, that's... Now we continue on to the Ultra League. And yeah, this is like the depth of it. We go Ultra League, and then we're going to go Master League. And then we're going to do... Legendaries. And then it'll be done. This is like a whole 2-hour session. If you guys got to go, let me know. But that's kind of like the vibes of what we're doing here today. Let's continue. Okay, we got a Great League Venusaur, Ultra League Venusaur. Cool, cool, cool. We have a bunch of Charizards here. Dragon Breath, Wing Attack. Is this powered up? Oh, this is powered up, actually. Okay. Is this one really fire? I'm going to keep this because it will potentially be used... This, I'll potentially want to use this as my Fire Spin Charizard, so. Okay, continuing. Any duplicates? This is one that could be duplicated. Rank 24. Rank 40. Okay. Okay, continuing. Okay, we have a bunch of these guys. This is a 98 Primeape. 99 Annihilate. 99 Annihilate. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the Primeape because I don't think Primeape... I guess I could have kept that, but anyway. Rank 15. Rank 31. So we'll go with that. What is this? Poliwrath? Poliwrath. So get rid of this. I have 2 really good Shadow Machamps. We're going to keep the extra one because Karate Chop's going to get pretty good. Okay, all of this can stay. I'm just going to... At some point, you can even get lazy and be like, do I really need to check the point difference? I could just... This is not even working now. So I'm just going to... They're both rank 99, so the difference between the two is not going to be big. So I'm just going to transfer one of them. I'll transfer the lower CP one. This is a Gengar when we have a much better Gengar. This is when we have a Kingler already powered up, and they're both .U99. This is interesting. This could be like a Waterfall Gyarados. So I'm going to keep that just in case I want to get a Waterfall Gyarados running too. This needs to be a Flareon. So let's do this thing again where we evolve the EVs to see if they get the PvP EVs are the ones who care about. This meta change will be interesting, I agree. Okay, this is not the right Mon. So we can get rid of it. Some of these are marked .U99. So let's see what... Jolteon, okay. So if this is a Jolteon, we keep it. If it's not, we transfer it. How much space have we cleared? A lot. We have cleared a lot of space. So is this what we wanted? No. Goodbye. This is another .U99, a Leafeon. So I'm just going to add Leaf because this needs to be evolved in a special way. These Christmassy hats ones. Sylveon or Espeon? Sylve. I'll just write Sylve. So I'll have to do that if I ever care. And this is a Flareon. So let's see if we get Flareon. I need to do this with the correct way. I recommend rewatching this whole VOD and doing it as I do it. Okay, it's not the right one. Now there is 2 Sylveons here, so let's see which one's higher ranked. Ranked 4. Ranked 5. Goodbye, fun hat. You could keep the fun hat one if you want. Okay, cool. Continuing. This is a rank 1 Snorlax. We have a rank U99. We don't really need the U99. We have a U99 Dragonite. And this one's better. So we're just going to get rid of you. This is another situation where the Dragonite we have powered up is like, there's not a huge difference. So we're going to get rid of that. But I think there's a much bigger difference between the Shadow. So I'm going to keep that one. All of this we can keep. We have 2 Amphiroses. This one's worse though. So I'm confused why we have this. This is a 94 versus a 98. Is there anything special about this? I guess it has Dragon Pulse. Nah, you're gone. You're gone, boy. We have some Espeons here. I'm just going to get rid of this one because the other one's already powered up and it's the same rank. Okay, all of this we can keep, because there's no duplicates. Again, here we're looking for duplicates, chat. Again, this is a situation where, like, the Swampert I have built, you know, it's a 97% out of versus a 99%. There's like a 2% difference. It's probably like, what, 100 rankings. I'll keep the 2 for now. If Swampert gets really good and I want to build a better one, I can. I have 2 hundo. I have 2 rank 1 Ultra League Shiftries. I'm going to keep both because you do need Bullet Seed or Snarl, so... We have, I'm just going to randomly transfer one of these 99 Aerons because, again, they're probably pretty similar in ranking and I don't really want to go in. After a while, you can get kind of lazy doing this, which I guess you don't want to let yourself get to that point. Huntail and Gorbis. This is another evolution where you can just evolve it, and if it doesn't turn into the one that is correctly ranked, then... You do a lot of evolving for 2 times candy. No, I did not. The app's called PokeGenie, chat. $330 pokes under the Ultra League tag, and you don't even use that many, yeah. So there we go. We got our Gorbis, which is good. And same thing we do with the Clam Pearl. Now, if this turns into a Gorbis, then we'll transfer it, if that makes sense. What rankings do you go for when deciding for PvP, like top 100? I keep everything, David, just because the fact that you never know when something will get good. But I understand not everyone can do that. So if you can't, I would just stick with the top 100. But keeping the most amount of Pokemon, like hey, wow, we did get Huntail. Isn't that great? Keeping the most amount is always the best case scenario because, again, you're going to have... this, by the way, is like one of my most prized possessions, my rank. Or no. I had a better Registeel. I think I had a rank 99 Registeel. Where'd that go? Hopefully it's still there. Wow, look at this. I have 2... rank 1 Ultra League Torterra, rank 1 Shadow Torterra. Anybody want to see some Torterra gameplay? Let me know. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Okay, all of this is good. Wow, a really good Porygon. This is something that is interesting. I have a terrible Giratina and a pretty good Giratina. Keep them both, but you could probably transfer the pretty terrible Giratina now. Okay, we have a shiny Scolipede rank 4, Scolipede rank 3. Oh, wait, I almost transferred the shiny one. Okay, goodbye, non-shiny. We have 2 throws. We'll just get rid of one of them. I probably could have got rid of the other one, but it's fine. Darmakas are fine. Blah, 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 blah. Any dupes here? I don't really see any dupes. The Escav. Get rid of that because we already have a powered up Escav. We have a bunch of Tynamos, so let's take a look here. Rank 17. Rank 2. That's going to be hard to beat. Okay, I think we're sticking with the rank 2. So it was that one. What is this one? Rank 11. Goodbye. Continuing. We have 2, or potentially almost 2 Virizions built as well. I have 2 Bubble Surf Night Slash. Again, I'm just going to get rid of this because I don't want to accidentally queue up into a battle with my Bubble Surf Night Slash Greninja. So we'll just have to build. We'll have to build another one because that moveset is just so outdated and it's never going to get unoutdated. This we can get rid of. Actually, I could have checked the IVs on that. That might have been smart. That was dumb. I'm getting lazy now. I'm getting lazy for sure. We have rank 2, but the one of them is already powered up. So goodbye. We have 3 Popplios. Let's take a look. Rank 15. Rank 2, rank 10, but one of them has Hydro Cannon, so we're going to go with that one. I should have done better evolving that. We have a 2 cannon and a Piggy Bank. Okay, we're going to get rid of the 2 cannon. It's not powered up or anything anyway. We have 2 Buzzwoles. One of them's powered up, though, so we'll keep that for now. Bunch of Lechonks. Rank 5. Rank 24. Now, is this... Okay, this is a female, so perfect. We have 2 of these. You can get rid of one of those. Okay, cool. That's done. Okay, Master League. This is the hardest section to do. And I've honestly been always scared to dive into Master League. So, like, this is tough. This is tough to do for sure. Now, Master League is, like, what I mark all my good IV Pokemon with. Maybe we do it in, like, reverse order. So, this is where I'll come through and I'll be like, okay, like, is there a point in keeping this Pokemon? You know? So, for example, a 96 Pawmi. Like, what am you always ask yourself the question, are you going to power it up? Are you going to power it up? That's really the question here. Are you ever going to power it up and use this? 96 Pawmi, I probably won't. 96 Mousehold, I probably won't. 98 Meowscarada, probably won't. So I'm going to transfer all 3 of those, if that makes sense. And that's pretty much what I'm going to come through here and do. Like, transfer. Like, why do I have this? Well, why does it say hatched unknown? Wait, is that a glitch? Is that a glitch? I'm not sure. That's kind of cool. But anyway, I can come through here and I can be like, okay, look at this. Like this 91 Ursaluna. You know, like I'm not going to power that up. I'm never going to invest into a 91. So it's really going to be up to you on what Pokemon you transfer in this section. But it's kind of like Phalanx is getting a raid day. So do I have to keep this 96? Probably not, because I'm probably going to get a better one. And even then, actually, I do want to check if I have another Phalanx. This is my only Phalanx. No, like I can transfer this. So I'm going to transfer this. Now you might make some regretful decisions, but again, at the end of the day, you could get it somewhere else. So what is this? This is a traded 98, like 93, or like I'm never going to power this up. You know, like I'm going to power up a Hundo Teddy Ursa. I'm pretty sure I have a Hundo Teddy Ursa. But yeah, pretty much just come through here, .m, and transfer the extra things you have. I have a bunch of Xurkitries that are 96s. This one's a 14 attack, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I'll keep all the rest of them because I'll probably power up the rest of them. I got some Nilegos. This is again, this is a 98, but it's a 14 attack. I'm never going to power that up. I don't power up no 14 attacks. Tapu Lele. Like, no, I'm probably not going to power that up. 2 Tapu Kokos. Okay, they're both 98s. Maybe I'll power it up one day. 98 Stuffle. Like, what am I going to do with that? I have a Hundo. So I can get rid of that. But this is like, it is a tougher section to go through. You can also just go with the... You can also go with the, like, hey, if I have a 98 and a 96, I'll get rid of the 96 kind of system. But it's up to you. Maybe Hatchwater or GPS was off? Yeah, potentially. But yeah, this is kind of like a harder section to go through. I don't really want to do this right now because I think it would trigger a lot of people. I'll transfer you. I don't really need 298 Amoras. I have a Hundo Amora, so I'm just going to get rid of that because I would never power up a 98 if I have a Hundo. That's another good thing you could do. Like, I don't need 98 Goomies because I have a Hundo. I have 2 Hundo Goomies, actually, so I can just get rid of that, you know? Like, if you have Hundos of certain Pokemon, then you can consider trading them. This is cool. This is like a La Reine French form, so maybe I'll keep that to trade. I have 298 Flabébes, but this one is powered up, so we're gonna get rid of this one. Lit Leo, like no, I'm not gonna power up a 98 Lit Leo. I have so many hundos of these, so I can get rid of these Talonflames. I'm gonna get rid of the 96 here. I'll try not to touch the legendaries because we're gonna do that separately. Why do I have so many of these? Why is this marked anyway? This is the same IVs. One of them's better though. Yeah, that's as well. Rip Legacy Movers. I have enough Legacy Movers, and I have enough Elite TMs, so I don't really care. A 96 Pawniard. Oh, it's an extra small too. That's kind of cool. Actually, I'll keep that. 2 98s. Again, this is a very hard section to do. Transferring 98s and stuff. Is this a... This is... Oh, why is this marked? It's because it can be used in Great League, I guess. Get rid of you. bunch of Tinas. Never going to power up these Tinas, so I can get rid of those. Would you keep some of the Pokemon in case they make top? So Maxi, that's a good point. But again, it all boils down to the question, even if it is a top rate attacker, would I invest in a 98 or in a 96 IV? And if the question for me is no, then I probably wouldn't, you know? So that's why. Like, I'm only going to power it up, especially, for example, Mamoswine. If I look at Mamoswine, this 96 shiny, it's cool, right? But I'm actually going to transfer it because if Mamoswine gets a move update where it gets even better, I'm powering up Shadow Mamoswines. I'm not touching regular Mamoswine. You know what I mean? This is a Master League actually usable one. And get rid of this Flower Crown 98 because I'm never going to power that up. Get rid of this as well. This is already powered up, so. Why are half my Mons dead right now? How much is your storage? And what .m means Master League. 98 is the floor. That's another good point. That's another good point. Like this Rock Wrecker Rhyperior, I think I had this for like back in the day when it was like I needed counters, but now I have good rock type attackers, so I don't really need that. I have 298 man. I think this is a maxed out mega. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna transfer this. Yeah, it's fine. It barely has its mega level increased. Like a 98 Finneon. I'm sorry, I'm never using that. If Finneon becomes meta, I will find myself a hundo Finneon. I don't like using tags because they don't auto-populate. I prefer search threads because they auto-populate. Get rid of you. Got a bunch of hundo Lucario, 98 Lucarios. I have a bunch of 98s, so I'll get rid of this one. Bunch of Garchomps. This is a 98 shiny, but I have 98. 96 shiny. I have 98, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Look how many 98 Garchomps I have. This is a 98 shiny, but it's a 14 attack, so like no planet I would ever power that up. Pff, 98 Starly. Goodbye. Would you transfer Shadow Legendaries, Mewtwo, since they can't be traded? Yes. We're going to get to that. It's going to be the final section. What do you mean by auto-populate? I'm saying when you search a search thread, like let's say you're like, what are my best Great League Pokemon? I make a tag for the Great League. I can look through my Great League Pokemon. Instead, if I go to my search bar and I search 0 to 1 attack, 0 to 4 to 5 HP, any new Pokemon I caught are instantly going to be put in there as potential good Great League Pokemon, versus tags where it's like you got to mark the Pokemon for the tag to be useful. So sometimes you're like, oh, like I already removed all my tags, but you could be transferring something because you forgot to mark it in your tags. That's why I prefer it. Yeah, you have to physically tag them yourself. Exactly. Look how many 98 Rayquazas I have. Like, what? What am I going to do with those? I'll keep them, but, like, I don't... 96 Kyogre? Goodbye. I have a 98. 298 Regirocks. One of those is going goodnight. There's no way Regirock is... Why do I have so many lucky... Okay, I'm going to get rid of these lucky 96 Metagrosses. I'd much rather power up 9 Shadow Metagrosses. So many 96 Beldums. What is this? Why do I have this? I know it has Outrage, but I've never powered that up. Again, I've gotten more stingy where like 98 is kind of like my limit almost for powering things up. It's so windy outside. Okay, love this. Goodbye. Like, I'm sorry. You're never... Sableye. I'm going to get rid of this 96 Sableye. Kind of hurts, but we're going to do it. No one is safe. No one is safe when I'm transferring. Go to you, get rid of you again. No, like, what am I gonna... These are useless Pokemon in those IVs. Don't know if Ho-Oh is functional, but we'll transfer that. 2 Lugias. Don't know which one's better, so we're going to leave those two. $96 Entei. Goodbye. I'm gonna get rid of these because I don't really... I get rid of the Magbies. I don't really think I'm gonna use those Magbies. The shadows I don't touch as much because I know how hard shadows are to get. Look at this 98 shadow Sudoku. I know I have a Hundo Togekiss, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Same with this. I'm gonna get rid of those. 98 Pichu with the crown. Goodbye. Like, what am I gonna do with that? I think I just have a very interesting way of looking at the game where it's like I only care about the meta, so people are gonna be like cringing when I'm transferring some of this stuff, but it's like I really only care about the best Pokemon, so. There you go. That's the end. Okay. Okay. Wow. That is a huge clearing. That is a huge clearing. Final thing we have to do here is usually I'll go through. Well, no, legendaries were included. Costume Pokemon. Did I do that? Costume Pokemon I'll usually just keep. What was it I wanted to go through? I think that was it, actually. I think that's kind of covers everything. You could do one, like, final just, like, pass through if you want. But, like, I think that pretty much covers everything. You could go back through legendaries and get rid of, like, some extra. Oh, no. What I want to do is go through traded Pokemon. Yeah, so this is what I'll go through traded Pokemon. I'm going to put and not day because that's part of the video. But you go through trade Pokemon and see, like, what Pokemon were traded to you. Like, do you want to actually keep these Pokemon? Because sometimes you end up with extra traded Pokemon that you don't really care about, if that makes sense. So for example, here I have a Registeel, which is a rank 95 for the Great League. Then I have this Registeel, which is rank 42. So I'm probably going to get rid of this 95. So I'll get rid of that. Boom. Goodbye. So yeah, you can go through there and you can kind of transfer more stuff. But again, everything's kind of been hit. So at this point, like, there's really not much you're missing out on. This is an important Pokemon to me. I could make an important Pokemon tag. Maybe I should add that. Or reading chat at all, kind of, but it's kind of hard to do both. But yeah, everything's technically been hit at this point. This Pokemon's fused with another Pokemon. Interesting. So yeah, now, like, taking a look, if I remove trade, which is that medal we made, we are now at 3,407 Pokemon. If I go to the start of this video, how much storage space did we make? We started at... come on. We started at 5,500. So we transferred over 2,000 Pokemon today, which is pretty insane. Sentimental tag would be a good thing to do. So you tag, then delete what isn't tagged. So I'm going to show you guys my tags before we end this video. First of all, I have my best buddy tag, which is just a little asterisk. So this is any Pokemon I want to work on best buddying. I have my power up tag, which are actually mainly mega Pokemon I want to power up right now. So I have 4 Pokemon in here. But you could add more to your power up tag, Pokemon you want to power up. So when a power up task happens, you can go ahead and do that. I have my mega tag, which are going to be all my hundo. These are all my hundo megas. I don't have every single mega in here because I'm still working on getting a full level 50 mega dex. But this is all the hundo megas that I currently have. And this is where I'll go ahead and level up my megas as well. And then on my little cup tag, these are going to be Pokemon that are double moved and ready for little cup. So actually, this is not double moved and ready for little cup, but this is where my little cup Pokemon are. Oh, actually, I forgot. I do have .L. That's something I completely forgot to mention. I do have .L, which is actually technically you could do this again and go through all these .Ls, which are, let me do this real quick actually, because there's not that many. These are all my little cup Pokemon. So I can see if I have any duplicate little cup Pokemon that I should delete. Doesn't really look like it. I have 3 Bronzors. This one's bad. This one is 30. This one's ranked 10. Okay, so we'll get rid of this one. Little Cup, less people really do Little Cup, so there's not as much value in doing this, but... Then I have my Great League tag. The Great League tag, Pokemon only go into the Great League tag when they are powered up and they are double moved. So if I come through here and I go .G, this is going to show me all my potential Great League Pokemon, 473. But the Great League tag, only 189 of those are actually powered up, if that makes sense. Same thing goes with Ultra League. I have obviously less Ultra League Pokemon that are powered up. And same thing goes with Master League. I obviously have the least Master League Pokemon powered up. I have my trade until this is for a video I'm working on, so ignore that. And then finally, the trade medal, which is the medal of all the Pokemon I want to trade away for guaranteed XL candies next season. So when you are trading, you could very simply just come in here and I can search trade. And this will show me all the Pokemon with the trade medal. I think it'll also give me Pokemon with the nickname trade, which are going to be some of these Tapu Finis, which there are certain legendaries I've marked with the name trade. You could very much just put them into the trade medal, but they're good to trade away for PvP IVs, like Tapu Fini, like Cresselia, things that you need to get under 1500 CP, like Guzzlord through trades. Anyway, that's 2 hours and 5 minutes of clearing my storage. I'm pretty happy. This is probably the lowest my storage has been at in a while. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it was, I guess, educational to you as well. If you have any questions, I'll do some question answering now before I end the stream. And then we're going to end the stream because I got some work to do. But yeah, hopefully that was educational. Distance, that's another good one. Yeah, you can do distance 100 minus. That will show you all the Pokemon that you caught that were over 100 kilometers away. These can be good Pokemon to also save if you want to do distance trades. So you could save, you could do that before we do any of the transferring. Save your distance Pokemon. So if you ever have a friend who wants to trade for XL candies in a season when guaranteed XL candies aren't a thing, you can do that. Cleared your storage from 4 to 2.6. Let's go. Let's go. Took me 2 days and wasn't done. All good, all good. When will the video PvP update for the season be posted? That's going to be posted on Friday next week. I'm going to give it a couple days to see what the meta is like and how it rolls out before I drop that video. 2 hours watching this live. Now another 2 hours to go through again and actually apply this to my decks. Hey, fair enough, Jay. Again, you don't have to do it right now. Like, maybe take a day off, do it tomorrow. I can tell if Amon is good for Great League or the Ultra League. I thought Amon had good PvP IVs and CP decide what league it's good for. So you go to PV Poke, Felix. Go to pvpoke.com. There is a full ranking there, and it'll show you all the best Pokemon. But again, I keep all Pokemon because some of them could be move updated in the future and become good. .G means .Great League. .U means .Ultra League. So it's an Ultra League or a Great League Pokemon. Did they up the guaranteed lucky trades to 2018 Mons? Yes, they did. Any comments on the recent raid meta shakeup? We're changing our counter guides to reflect them, but so far no info. I think we're gonna see. We are trying to connect to Niantic and see if this was intentional or not. But yeah, if you haven't heard, a bunch of raid Pokemon are getting changed. So we're gonna see what that's like. I'll give you guys updates when we have more info. Chat up. Daxi has 2 different chats that he's trying to keep up. Any more chat mentioned, not checking his chat will be timed out. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry if I can't read all the questions. Again, I'm trying to get to the most of them, but I do have the chats combined. Should I delete my 2016s? I would keep the 2016s. That is something I didn't mention. Yeah, keeping 2016, 17, 2018 Pokemon can be valuable to do guaranteed lucky trades if you haven't done all of yours. Okay, if there's no more questions, I'm going to call the stream there because I'm pretty tired from doing this for 2 hours. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We're going to be back streaming. Stream schedule should be out, but we'll be back streaming on Tuesday for the new season. New season starts on Tuesday at 3 p.m. So tune in then. As always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take it chill. I'm going to go rest up because I literally ran a lot of kilometers today. So anyway, love you all. Appreciate you all. We'll see you guys all in the next one. As always, follow for tips. Peace, guys. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.